Is Mark Pope the National Coach of the Year? I say yes. And it's close between Bruce Pearl of Auburn, to me, who
Yep.
nobody thought would be number one in the country this year. I mean, everybody had him like in the back end of the top 25.
Yep.
Mark Pope, though, took over a program and he didn't keep anybody. Not a single player on that team. Yes, he
Sure.
played at Kentucky, but he had never coached there. New coach, entirely new team. I mean, he brought Jackson Robinson with him from BYU, but pretty much an entirely new team. And they are in the top 10-ish. You know, they're right there as like a 2 seed right now. While a lot of these other programs, Calipari included, who hired new coaches and had a lot of turnover, are floundering miserably. Pat Kelsey's probably the one who's not at Louisville.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's isn't Pat Kelsey's in the top 25.
Yeah.
CJ Otzelberger, I think, probably. Although that
Yeah,
loss
he's been
to
great.
Arizona was insane. The Caleb Love 3/4 court shot. I don't know if you can give it to Todd Golden because although it sounds like you would know better than me, but it sounds like that has gone away, I guess.
Yeah, he got cleared. I mean, the Title IX's over. Title IX's
So
over.
yeah,
So
I mean, I guess they're 18-2. What were they preseason ranked?
I think they were like top 20. So not bad. Not bad. I mean, again, like I just think Pope, it's a different situation that, again, he didn't sign up for. Completely different team with all new guys.
Yeah, I think Tom Izzo is probably in the mix for that. They weren't expected to be good, and they're in the top 10. I think it's too early to say, but I wouldn't say that he's the shoe-in runaway. Has he done a great job? Absolutely. But I think that there is still a lot of basketball to be played, and I think there are a number of guys that could slide into that award.
Yeah, I'm giving it to Pope as of today. But again, we got time left. I mean, that's the one thing here is, listen, I've done plenty of these Coach of the Year
I mean, what
polls.
about Rick Pitino?
Yeah, I mean, are you surprised, year two, Rick Pitino, that they're this good with shooting the ball this poorly?
But they've become elite on defense.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing because you look at what they were last year, kind of middle of the road defensively for a high major school, middle of the road in the Big East. And man, you look at this team and they're a top 5 defense and they just pressure the hell out of you. Edge of 4 has gotten so much better. They rebound just like gangbusters. They just do a couple things really well. So, and if you get offensive rebounds, that can negate some of that shooting that leaves a lot to be desired. But they also have good players.
They do.
Kadari Richmond's a good player. RJ Lewis is a good player. So I like the way they play. They're fun to watch. They play hard. And I was lucky enough to get to play against Rick Pitino in college. So just to get to see some of the pressure and they were actually a shell of what they were at that point because Derek Character was suspended. Juan Palacios was hurt. And oh my God. They had one more guy that was hurt. He was the interim coach.
Earl Clark.
They had Earl Clark.
They did.
They were still pretty good, actually. David Padgett was hurt, but they had Earl Clark. They had Terrence Williams. They had Edgar Sosa, but they pressed us the whole game. So
I wish I could tell you a Terrence Williams story right now. I cannot. I cannot tell you a Terrence Williams story, but
I think they're numerous. So
it's one of the elite stories of all time that I've heard. Unfortunately, I'm teasing a story that I cannot actually tell, which is wrong.
Great podcasting here. This will go. I think they'll teach this at Syracuse about how to really tease a good story.
how not to
suck at podcasting. Listen to this.
Much. Tease something that you can't talk about.